It's the stories that don't come from a professional TV writer's room, but from the passionate minds of fans of all ages who create out of pure love for the characters. And sometimes that unfiltered creativity can be pretty different than the original source material. So as an animator, I had an idea. What if I were to animate SpongeBob fanfiction to look exactly like the real show? Could I animate it so realistically that I might be able to fool someone, let's say my dad, into thinking that it's a real episode?
I have no idea.
So first I need to find some really weird SpongeBob fanfiction and decide on one to animate just like the real show. Let's start by going to Wattpad, right? That's where you start with this stuff. FNAF meets SpongeBob.
Hello, is this SpongeBob SquarePants?
Yes? Who is this?
Will you and your group of friends have been invited to get a job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza on Friday the 13th?
OMG! I got to tell everyone. Hey Sandy, we got a job at Fazbear's Pizza. Cool. Hey Patrick, we got a job at Fazbear's Pizza.
Really?
Hey Mr. Krabs, we got a job at Fazbear's Pizza.
Money! I'm going to be rich!
Hey Plankton, we got a job at Fazbear's Pizza.
Perfect time to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Plankton, you know you got the job too, right?
Barnacles. A few moments after Plankton heard the big news, he traveled to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza the day before everyone else started to work there. So where are these stupid hunks of metal? What ye be calling hunks of metal? Oh, it's you guys. I've been looking for you. Well, that's the first. I need you to do me a favor. I heard some of my enemies are coming here for the job. You know what I mean. But we'll need a little something in return. Okay, what do you want? Oh wait, opens a chest. I have never seen so much booty in me life. Deal. Everything is going as planned. Now I can take over the Krusty Krab. That's all there is. For some reason, the same chapter is repeated 4 times. Really, dude? You wrote the same thing 4 times? IDC, I messed up. Honestly, it's great. I love the community aspect of this Wattpad. I love that people will read stuff like this. I think that's really cool, honestly. Let's see if we could find something even weirder than this, though. Krabby Fatties. SpongeBob, me boy. I decided to change the original Krabby Patty to the new Krabby Fatty. Mr. Krabs sighed. SpongeBob's eyes grew like a balloon being blown. Why so suddenly? SpongeBob asked. Well, it came to me that we need something new, and so Plankton can stop looking for the formula, Mr. Krabs said. How do I make it? Asked SpongeBob. We need more fat in it. Remember Krabby Fatties, Mr. Krabs said, then scuttled back to his office. Now, I want to be really clear that I'm not making fun of these fanfics here. I actually think they're amazing. Too often, people come online to crap on things just for being weird, and people tend to confuse weird with bad. But actually, I think weirdness is something to be celebrated. We don't think about this a lot, but SpongeBob itself was once a very weird idea for a show. If people were afraid to be weird, well, that limits creativity and makes everything boring. And that's kind of why I love these fanfics. You can tell they're really inspired, and they showcase the writer's unique perspective, which I think is what creativity is all about. Okay, what is this? Attack of the Giant Squidward. After Plankton creates a potion that makes him bigger, an accident causes Squidward to become 100 feet tall. He swims to the surface and attacks a city. As he would. Squidward saw more terrified people running from him. He laughed evilly. Ha ha. He stomped off into the city, crushing cars and civilians. He grabbed people and threw them like baseballs. They shrieked in terror as they were horrifyingly launched at a speed of 500 miles per hour into the distance, where they would soon inevitably meet an unfortunate splat, knocking the life out of them. Oh my god. This is so violent. Specific. SpongeBob was horrified. No, Squidward, no! But Squidward didn't care. He threw the person at an impressive speed of 800 miles per hour towards a building and splat. He was pure evil. Why is Squidward doing this? Damn, one of the comments wrote 2 years ago. Does Squidward get redeemed at the end of this? Let's skip to the end. Squidward apologizes in the last chapter. This is really good. I think we're gonna have to consider this one. This one is pretty good. After looking for a few hours, I decided both the FNAF one and the evil Squidward one would be the most interesting to bring to life. So let's see if I can animate these fanfics so realistically that I might fool my dad into thinking that they're real scenes from the actual show. I once again got help from YinyangGio, who's one of my favorite artists to work with. I made some quick thumbnail sketches of character poses I wanted him to illustrate in the style of the real show to give me a starting off point to animate from, and he did a fantastic job bringing these to life. Now, I'm only going to animate short clips from each of these fanfics, only like a few seconds each, which is going to help me focus in on the quality and make sure it looks as much like the actual show as possible. For the FNAF one, I tweaked the story a little bit. It's going to be a short clip of Mr. Krabs talking about how he installed the animatronics. I thought this would work better for a short little clip, and for that one I asked YinyangGio to design the Freddy's gang in the style of SpongeBob, and he just did a hilarious job with these designs. I absolutely love it. Be sure to check out his social media in the description if you want to see more of his art. I used those drawings as reference to start animating in Photoshop, using a smooth brush to do the line work and looking closely at similar scenes from the real show to ensure a close match as I animated it frame by frame. For the most part, I'll be using real backgrounds from the actual show that I photoshopped to remove the characters, although I did have YinyangGio illustrate one background totally from scratch, which you'll see later in the video. The next step is recruiting voice actors, including someone to record for SpongeBob. But now seems like the best time for me to address kind of a controversy that happened with a prior video of mine. In my video, I turned modern SpongeBob into season 1. I cast the SpongeBob impressionist Double Time 32, and a lot of the comments on that video were very critical of the voice he did, to the point where a pretty significant amount of the comments were just complaints about his voice. The thing is, it's not really a secret that I set up Double Time for failure. As a gag in that video, I played sort of a fail montage, poking fun at impressions that I felt weren't that good before introducing Double Time. In hindsight, that whole bit, it was mean-spirited. Like I said earlier, I want my channel to be a celebration of creativity, not knocking other people down. I don't think that's helpful. And that was shitty of me to include. On top of that, I was overhyping Double Time's impression to an impossible standard by basically calling every other impression garbage and saying he was the only good one. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I was kind of crazy for that one. I think I thought I was just being hyperbolic to try and make a more compelling video, but that whole angle was just really stupid and unfair to Double Time. I apologize to Double Time and everyone who I put in that fail montage. That wasn't right of me. But I do stand by my opinion that Double Time does a pretty good SpongeBob. Like I said in that original video, it's a really hard voice, and I haven't heard one that's spot on, but I do really like Double Time's impression. And the good news is that he actually agreed to come back and record for this video, along with Veggie Boy as Mr. Krabs, Gonz as Squidward, PatrickStares as PatrickStar, and Chupe as Plankton. All of them are fantastic. Be sure to go show them some love and check out their own channel, Conch Street Gaming, where they play games together in character.
What the hell?
The last step is the music. I need a few music cues from SpongeBob to be recreated, and for the FNAF part, I thought it'd be fun to include some kind of musical mashup of SpongeBob with FNAF. So I reached out to Zane A, Goen, a super talented musician who I work with a lot, and well, he had this to say.
Hello again, Tess and YouTube audience. Hi, hello. Or I guess if you're watching this from some kind of reaction video. Hi, Twitch chat. I knew that he wasn't gonna initially do something like Five Nights at Freddy's but with SpongeBob. I always felt that, you know, much like my sense of trust lately, those jokes have kind of been done to death already, so might as well do the opposite of that. SpongeBob with Five Nights at Freddy's. The two mashups you'll hear in a second are just a couple of arrangements of the tune Votre Toast from Bizet's Carmen opera. But with two differences. One that sounds like it's from the end credits. And another one that has Krabs. And the little musical cues that you'll also hear in a second are mostly just originals and riffs that I made in the style of those old KPM audio tracks that the show makes heavy use of. Borrowed straight from the show. or just straight up Bald Mountain.
Thanks so much, Zane. His music is incredible as always. If you want to learn more about his process, there's going to be an extended behind the scenes on Zane's own channel. Link in the description. And with that, the clips are finished, so now it's time to put my dad to the test. I'm gonna be having you play a game today.
Really? You know I don't like games, though.
You don't like games?
Well, it's okay. I always lose.
Well, maybe you'll win this one. It's called Find the Fanfic. Do you know what fanfic is?
I have no idea.
Basically, fans online will write stories using popular characters.
Okay.
So people made up these stories about SpongeBob. I animated them as if they're the real show. So I'm gonna show you 3 clips. 2 of them are real from the show, and the other one is fan fiction that I animated.
Oh, really? And it's randomized?
It's randomized, you'll have to guess. All of them, though, have been dubbed, so none of them you'll hear the real voice actors because that would be a giveaway maybe. So even the real clips have fake voice actors.
Okay, so that's what you did. Okay.
And your prize if you win is that you can make me write a fan fiction about whatever you want.
Really?
There's gonna be 2 rounds though, so you have to win both.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes.
I knew my best hope of fooling my dad was to find the most insane, depraved, and unhinged moments I could possibly find from the actual show.
I can't seem to get happy.
Alright, so that was clip 1.
Do I get to see all 3 first?
You can see all 3. You can see all 3, but do you have any initial thoughts about this one?
No, nothing yet.
You will not lick me! Ow!
I like that scene. I've never seen Plankton's ass before.
I even installed some animatronics for the kitties.
Okay, so I might have to explain this one a little bit. This one is referencing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay.
That's what those characters are.
Wow, they were all good. I mean, so one of those is fake?
One of those is absolutely fake.
Can I see the first one again? I was trying to see if the characters look a little off or something, but can I see that last one again? I'm gonna go with the 3. I'm gonna say 3 is the fan fiction.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You are correct.
The Five Nights at Freddy's. I guess I just thought the topic.
Yeah.
The topic. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Now, are you at all surprised that those other clips were actually real?
No, I could see that.
Okay.
I could see that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I could see
So you successfully won the first round. If you win the second round, you will get the prize.
fan fiction.
This garbage compress should help that go down.
Okay.
Squidward, no!
Okay, very good.
It all started when I was born.
Oh, this is a tougher one. I'm gonna need to see all 3 again. Again, I can't tell from the video itself. Let me give this a thought. I don't understand the first one too well. Like, what was he using the garbage for?
Seems like something grotesque is happening with SpongeBob's thumb, it appears.
Oh, I see it now. Right. Then he puts the garden. It all started when I was born. It looks like in the second one, Squidward, there must have been an episode maybe where he became very large and he started terrorizing the town maybe. I could see that happening. So it's 1 or 3. I'm thinking of 1 or 3 right now. And it all started when I was born. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna go with, it is just a guess. I'm gonna go with 1 as the fan fiction.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
It actually was number 2.
Number 2! Wow, that was really funny. That was good. Who wrote number 2? Who did that?
Some random person on the internet.
You see, when you told me about this game, I was counting on the ability to find flaws in the video itself, you know, but I couldn't see anything.
Well, thank you, Dad, for playing Find the Fanfic.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
It's been a lot of fun diving into the world of fanfiction, and I think I've learned some things along the way. Even though some fanfics can seem a little strange at first, maybe the source material can be just as weird, and it can blend in pretty well with a little professional polish. Fanfiction comes from the heart. It's a vulnerable thing to put out there. People might not always like it, but sharing your ideas with the world can be a powerful thing, which is why there's entire communities built around fanfic. So whenever you create something, if it's a fanfiction or even your SpongeBob impression, remember to create for yourself and not to let anyone bully you out of following your heart. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to keep creativity alive, and I'll see you next time.
Pizza Hut, poop much. Pizza Hut, poop much. It's crazy when you hear it, but just go ahead and cheer it and you'll find it helps a touch. Pizza Hut, poop much. Pizza Hut, poop much.